Back. So today I want to talk about something that I think is kind of ridiculous that people mention or bring it up, but at the same time, I think it's important for me to clarify this. Okay, so I'm talking about Axiom's features and indicators and everything you see on this interface, and how important it is to actually use everything that you see here. You start, building up your account, because ultimately you have all these features for a reason. Look at how many things are going on here. Okay, you can see the followers, the accounts, the migrations, the snipers, everything, bundlers, you name it. Okay, now all these filters exist for a reason. It's to make it easier for you to trade, because Axiom knows that there are many scams, many rugs. I would say 99% are scams and, automatic rugs. At some point, all coins will go down, undoubtedly, especially like if you're launching on a launch pad, you're investing into these coins. These devs are out there to make some quick money. But at least some of them, they do it ethically, they do it well. They also make good amounts of money out of it because they know how it's done well, and many of the traders are able to make money and many also lose. So speaking about all the features that we have here, guys, you should start understanding and learning to use them. Okay, you have these three sections on Pulse. Okay, you click here on Pulse, new pairs, final stretch, migrated. Okay, and you should be able to use and indicate what you want. Slowly start developing the skills of understanding how to find the right coins. Look at the amount of metrics here. You can put, how many holders you want, the age, the recent visitors, the dev holding, snipers, insiders, bundle, holders, pro traders, dev migrations, dev pairs created. Like, this is incredible. Your life is made so much easier with this. Like, imagine if you were trading meme coins a few years ago and you didn't have these features. A lot of us would just be getting rugged because we just didn't know. We'd have to depend on the KOL, posting the contract address, and that's it, and just go into it, and most likely we'd be exit liquidity and like always losing out. But here you have the opportunity to actually be able to, take yourselves to that next level when it comes to trading. Very, very important stuff. I'm not even kidding here, because ultimately you guys are responsible for your own accounts. Like, you see so many coins here popping out, right? All of this is, I would say pretty much all of it is trash. You should be able to filter to a point where you have almost nothing coming out. When something comes out, it should excite you. This section should be empty, okay? This section should be empty. Of course, I put my filters later on, but what I'm trying to say is that, or what I'm trying to show, this is me with no filters, okay? And it's just showing you how many coins are coming out. But imagine if I started filtering, if I started placing all the requirements. All of this should be as empty as possible. Really, like that's how good your filters should be. That they literally remove, 99 of the coins, 99% of the coins, or 90% of the coins. But making it as unique and selective as possible, because then when you see a new coin, for example, new pairs, which, this is where most of the scams are coming out on, okay? It's hard to kind of take a coin that is very, very scammy and bad and take it to the migrated stage. Here it's kind of, I would say there are more barriers to the entry, or entry barriers. But here, ladies and gentlemen, this is just filled with crap. So it's very important to filter. If you want to trade with the new pairs, final stretch, migrated, think about this. This is like, imagine you have a character in a computer game, okay? And you need to level up that character, and you need to get the best and increase its armor, its weapons, its levels, its agility, every single metric. Well, that's what you're pretty much doing here with this account, with your Axiom account. Okay, you're trying to level it up, and every time you choose certain metrics, you need to understand why. Why would you choose that? Why is it good to put this minimum to this maximum. You know, these type of metrics, they're very, very important because you automatically start becoming more curious, more knowledgeable. You dive deeper into it. Like it creates so many interesting things. And look how many things you can select: audit, metrics, socials. It just keeps on going and going and going. So start researching, start becoming more intelligent, start, increasing your knowledge, and understand that this, what we have here, is a gift, ladies and gentlemen. Use it and understand, right? There are many terminals out there, right? Just because you see a coin that just came out, like for example on Pump.fun, you're not just seeing an Axiom. Many other places. You've got Photon, Bullex, GMGN, Padre, Trojan, Bunkbot. Like there are so many traders out there looking at it. Everyone's looking from different terminals, obviously. Okay, but everybody's looking at it. And also, on Dex Screener, on Bird Eye, Dex Tool, so these are the charts. They're also checking it out there. And that's it. So you are so lucky that you're trading like this. And I can guarantee you that there are so many rookies out there that they're literally on the X account and they're like, oh, my favorite KOL just posted this contract address. Okay, let me just copy paste it into Radium or Jupiter and just buy it. But you already, by being on Axiom, you're already in I would say the 1%. Okay, if you start filtering and you start understanding how to use it. So really, really good stuff. This is, again, a motivational video. I'm going to leave the link down below for Axiom so you can get your cash back, okay? Very, very good stuff. Remember, as you're trading, there's lots of volume. You want to get some money back. There you have it, okay? So the link is going to be down below. On top of it, join my groups. Okay, so in my groups, I give advice, everything I can, just to put you up there with the best of the best. And on this note, guys, hopefully you kind of, got a bit more motivated. You understood, the whole point of this. And in my other videos, I am going to show you what filters I personally use. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.